What's going on, guys? It's unclemusclez. How you guys doing? I'm going to do another video on how to attain Starcrom. I'm not sure how to say it. Starcrom. I'm pretty sure it's Starcrom. And you need Starcrom to get blueprints, and that's how you upgrade and unlock weapons and gear, etc., etc. I've been releasing a bunch of these videos. Check them out on Once Human. But Starcrom is interesting because it's capped a little bit, and then there's a couple ways to get it in town and stuff like that, so it's a kind of a limited resource. The best way to get Starcrom without having to do anything, just right off the bat, is log in to Once Human, go to the server Starstrike-A, get into the server. If you can't get into the server, I'm going to do another video on how to do that. Go into the Starstrike-A server video, or server, Starstrike-A server, PvP server, log into that server. Then join a Warband worst team ever, right? And once you do that, what happens, the reason why you want to do that is because you will get Starcrom from just being in a warband. Obviously, you can be in any warband for that, but you get 2,800 Starcrom just for being in a warband. So that's interesting. And then if you guys are doing PvP with your warband, hopefully that's what you're going to be doing. That's what you're going to be doing with us if you join. If you join right now, and you get to be number 1, because that's what we're going to be. You get 8,000 Starcrom, which is quite a few rolls. What's that, 16 rolls? That's a lot of rolls. Anyway, so that's a lot, and that's what you need to upgrade your gears and weapon. That's basically the entire end game. Now, how do you get Starcrom besides joining a warband? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to need to take those Cortexes you've been finding in game and put them in the Stardust Resonant Filter. You make the Stardust Resonant Filter by unlocking it in your Emetics, and then in the build menu, it's under facilities, functional, that Stardust Resonant Filter. It's in your Memetics, and then it's like, I don't know, one of these first ones. I don't know, Essential Tools. I don't know. It's up here somewhere, I think. It might be, you might not even need to unlock it. It might just be there. Let me just double check that really quickly. I should have done that before I said how to do this, and now I'm like doing a stupid thing. How to show you guys something that might exist. This might just be something that you don't even need to unlock. It might just be there from the beginning. I forget, but it's one of the early items you unlock. Anyway, this is what you do to get change your Cortexes into Starcrom, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So the Cortexes you'll find all over the map. A lot of the times when you're doing the missions, when you're trying to find like chests and stuff for like Holt Town or any of these towns, it'll actually will give you, like, the elites that are in those missions and stuff will give you those Cortexes. Also, when you're doing the, what is it called? If you go back to the missions, these dungeons, the monolith missions, those will give you Starcrom once you completed those. Sorry, those will give you Cortexes, and when you take those Cortexes and you put them in here, it tells you exactly how much you'll get per Cortex. Now, the thing is that you want to do tier 3 Cortexes if you can. Actually, let me take this back out because I'm going to need to show you guys how this works. And the way to get tier 3 Cortexes, if you're doing PvE, is to either do higher level PvE content. So, like I said, you could either kill higher level elites, or this is a bad example right now, but usually there's those giant purple or red dots in the sky. You see those. There's usually one that's like spawning here all the time. Those will drop them as well. That's a good way to get Cortexes. And then also another way to get not Cortexes but something similar, and actually you don't see them on the map right now at all, bad timing, is the Echo Stones, which I don't have one right now. Hopefully a whale will drop in or spawn in this video before I end it. But those you just take in, and you take to the either synthesis bench if you have tier 1s, or the advanced synthesis bench if you have tier 2s. And I actually only have the normal synthesis bench, but I have a bunch of Cortex level 1s, so I can take those and I can just turn those into Cortex level 2s, and that will upgrade them. Those Cortex level 2s you will put into the resonance filter. What is this called? Stardust resonance filter. You put those in there, and then it'll give you a certain amount of Starcrom per Cortex. Like I said, so you want to do the higher level Cortexes because you only have 40 Cortexes you can do. And if you can do a tier 3 Echo Stone over a tier 3 Cortex, well, then that's better. I don't know what the coordination is between tier 2 Echo Stones and tier 3 Cortexes. I don't think it's going to be better to do tier 2 Echo Stones over a tier 3 Cortex. I'm not sure, though. Maybe PvP stones are actually altogether better. But to be honest, so far we haven't seen much of an incentive to do the PvP. And I guess I'll just show you this now, even though it's not on the map. But normally on the map, though, you'll see the whale spawning, and it looks like a whale, and it'll tell you the direction it's going. And then usually around it, there's little, like, purpley, bluish, pinkish stones. It kind of looks like this, to be honest. But it's like a little rock, and they spawn all over the map, and they have little timers. That's when they're going to appear on the map. And those are PvP areas, but if you manage to go take the Echo Stone from that area, you can use it much in the same way. It is something that deteriorates over time, or it loses durability over time. So if you try to put them in your inventory and just hold on to them, they will actually just disappear. But what you can do is take them over to your Stardust Resonance filter, and your base, if you have turrets on it, like my base has a bunch of turrets on it, and I can't even, there we go. You can see, if you have turrets on your base, people are not going to really want to come over there and try to PvP against you, but that's what you would use to kill the NPCs that show up. And I guess at one point or another, we'll actually show you guys how to do the Cortexes. I don't really need to do them right now, but I will possibly do a video on what it looks like when you're doing the Cortex defense, because basically all you're doing is just spawning in NPCs, and then you can basically put your base in the middle of the water or something like that. That's what we did to kind of make it so the NPCs kind of get kind of cheesed out a bit. Although it is kind of annoying, and it's not even really necessary, especially towards the later end game, because your gear is just so overpowered anyway. You just really want to have a high-level foundation up, and then make it so you give zombies the path of least resistance, and they walk into it, and then you shoot them with your turrets, and then you just complete the mission very, very quickly. But anyway, that's another way to get STARCROM. And then one of the final ways we've noticed to get STARCROM is if you just go to, like, any town. And I think a lot of people don't know about this one, and I forget actually how to get these items off the top of my head. But if you go to these little town guys, where's Severin? I mentioned this in the last video as well. But there's Claire. There's the little mushroom girl. You get those. You get her stuff from those cargo expeditions, the little red icons that look like a truck. That's what gives you her stuff. Now Severin, if you talk to him and go to his shop, he has the Stellar Planula. All right, so the Stellar Planula you get from the chest and everything, and then he actually has the Starchrom crate. So this is enough for one roll. It costs 100, but in my opinion, it's very much worth it. And then the Starchrom crate gives you 500 Starchrom. So that is another way to get Starchrom, and you just hit use, and it'll give you 500. Bam, item obtained. Cool. And yeah, so that's how you unlock rolls for the wish machine. I just did a video on the wish machine. Check that out as well. And yeah, so I think that's it. I think those are the only ways to get the STARCROM. You go from the Cortexes, you can go from the Echo Stones, season events, and just any event you see on the map or season events, if they actually have as a reward, that'll count too. And then the stuff with your Warband. So, like I said, if you're interested in joining a new Warband, check us out, the worst team ever, or worst team ever in Once Human. If you're interested in maybe starting a new account because your server sucks, or if you just want to join the PvP server, join Starstrike. I'm going to make another video. Check it out. I'm going to show you how to join the Starstrike server, even if it gives you an error message. And you can check us out. Join the guild. We're going to be very active. We're going to be doing the PvP in the game, even though it doesn't really seem like there's much incentivization. But we're going to be grinding blueprints. We're going to be max leveling people. If you're not high level currently and you want to start a new experience, we'll get you max level very, very fast. All you got to do is join us and play with us. All right, guys. Check us out. Worst team ever. I love you guys. Twitch.tv/unclemusclez. I appreciate all the support, and I will see y'all soon. Bye now.